if you're not a U.S. person. We call them non-resident aliens. You don't live in the United States, okay, and you're also not a citizen of the United States, and you want to tap into the U.S. market. I'm going to show you how you can legally start a U.S. business. You can actually form an LLC as a non-resident with zero citizenship, zero visa, zero anything. As long as you got a passport in your home country, you don't need to travel to the U.S. You can get instant credibility, though, by having a United States LLC and get that protection that a United States LLC affords. I'm Jonathan Feniak, and I'm a business attorney, and I've helped thousands of founders and entrepreneurs. I'm also the lead attorney for LLCattorney.com. LLCattorney.com is not a law firm, but we've formed more than 80,000 companies, and we've helped those founders and entrepreneurs stay compliant. The process for a non-resident alien to form a LLC in the United States is really pretty straightforward. It's almost identical to what you would do if you were a U.S. person, right? You got to choose a state to register your company in. In most situations, you're not going to have a physical presence here. You're not going to have an office here. So you would choose a state like Wyoming, which is inexpensive and easy to get your LLC started. You're going to need your formation docs. You're going to need a registered agent, the same things that a U.S. person or visa holder, someone with a social security number would need to do. The trickier part comes next, and that's getting an employer identification number from the IRS. It could take longer for a non-resident alien to get an EIN number because one of the things that speeds up the process is having a social security number, or what's known as a ITIN, Individual Taxpayer Identification Number. If you don't have one of those things, it can take, it's a faxed form that is sent into the IRS. They have to review it, then they accept it, and they have to sort of special handling on it. It can take some time. So if you don't have a social security number or you don't have an ITIN, you may actually be able to speed up the process by obtaining an ITIN first and then applying for an EIN number. That makes the EIN go through like that. So that's something to keep in mind. One of the challenges that international clients have had is opening a bank account for their LLC, because some banks require you to have a U.S. address. They don't want a non-resident alien to be opening up a U.S. bank account, and they basically don't want your business. Our banking partner, Relay, has made it really easy for even international customers and owners of LLCs to open up U.S. bank accounts. There are some caveats, right? Caveats. There are some countries, for one reason or another, which are prohibited, but the overwhelming majority of individuals who are non-resident aliens and form their U.S. LLC is not going to have a problem opening up a bank account for that LLC. With the right partner helping you form your U.S. company, and a couple of steps you can take to speed up the process, like obtaining an ITIN, your business can be set up almost as quickly as it would be if you were here in the U.S. It can take a bit longer if you don't yet have that ITIN, but here's one thing to know. You're probably going to have reporting requirements in the United States. You may not have tax payment requirements, but those reporting requirements may require you to get that ITIN anyway. So you could do that now and have it really rolling along and make the process much easier when you're forming your LLC. Managing your expectations, I don't know what's going to happen with the IRS and how long they would take, but we have seen delays as long as 4 to 6 weeks to get an EIN for a company where the owner doesn't have a ITIN or a social security number. So keep that in mind as you're getting started. Our guarantee is that we're going to form your company in 24 hours or less, and we're going to submit your EIN application very quickly thereafter. Any delays in getting your company formed, I could tell you, it's not because of us. It's going to be the IRS, and anyone you work with is going to have the same bottleneck potentially with the IRS. So keep that in mind as you're seeking out a professional formation company to assist you.